This Christmas casserole was one of those miracle foods that we all liked in our family and always look forward to having on Christmas morning. To make my Christmas breakfast casserole, you'll start with 1 pound of bulk pork sausage. You'll need a half of a loaf of French bread, approximately, 3/4 of a cup of sharp cheddar cheese, 3/4 of a cup of jack cheese, 2 cups of whole milk, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 4 eggs, salt, pepper, and a baking dish. So you want to break up your bulk sausage into your frying pan. You can hear it sizzling, and you want to cook this. It'll probably take about 10 minutes for the sausage to be cooked thoroughly. But while the sausage is cooking, you can start the next process of assembling the casserole. I've put my 4 eggs into a mixing bowl, to which I'm going to add my salt and my pepper and my Dijon mustard. I'll whisk it all together. And now I'll add my 2 cups of milk. Again, whisk it together and put it aside. So into your prepared glass baking dish, I'm just breaking up French bread, cover the bottom. It'll take about a half a loaf of commercially baked French bread. And this is just, with no proportions, you just kind of eyeball this into whatever seems right to you. And if you wanted to do this in a larger baking dish, you can certainly do that as well. Sausage is cooked, and now I'm putting it directly on top of the bread in the baking dish and spreading it around. This is about the easiest casserole you'll ever put together. This is your egg and your milk and mustard mixture, and you're going to pour about half of it over your bread and sausage. Put the rest of it to the side. And now it's time to add the cheeses. I'm using approximately 1.5 cups in total. You can use more, you can use less, just depending on your family's taste and what you like. But this is one that really, kind of the more cheese the better, because it just makes it nice and crispy and delicious. And once you've got your cheese on, you kind of press down with your hands. And the final step is just pouring the remainder of your egg and milk mixture over the casserole. It'll seem like a lot, but it'll be absorbed by the bread, and it'll be just exactly right. With your casserole assembled, you want to cover it with foil. This will be refrigerated overnight, and it will be ready to pop in a preheated 350-degree oven for 50 minutes Christmas morning. After it comes out of the oven, it does need to set up for 15 minutes before you can slice it and serve it. Our beautiful casserole has been cooking for an hour. I think my directions said 50 minutes, but it's between 50 and an hour. And covered it first and then uncovered so that it was able to get this nice, beautiful golden brown crust. And now it just needs to sit and set up for 15 minutes before we can slice it and serve it. This is a great recipe to have in your repertoire. It can be adjusted as a cheese vegetarian casserole, or by adding a can or 2 of diced chilies, it becomes a chili relleno casserole. It's easy to assemble before retiring on Christmas Eve, and it's ready to pop into a 350-degree oven for an hour Christmas morning. Served with scones and fresh fruit, it has always been our family's favorite Christmas morning breakfast.